SEO used to be simple. You write an article on a topic, and over time, you get rankings, you get some traffic. Even if you're not on page one, it wasn't that competitive, and you get results. But now, with over 1 billion blogs on the internet, SEO has become super competitive. Just think about that. That's roughly one blog for every 7 people. And the way you get traffic and the method you use to get those rankings has changed. Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm going to break down the painful truth about SEO and how you can succeed in today's market. Now, before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification. Let's look at this query. I'm going to Google the term SEO, as you can see here. 135,000 monthly searches according to Ubersuggest. But check out how many results there are. 593 million. Just think about that. 593 million results, 135,000 searches. You see something off here? There's just a lot more people competing for these keywords that aren't getting tons and tons of traffic. Let's type in the word digital marketing. And the traffic isn't too bad. Don't get me wrong. These are more so head terms, but still, digital marketing, monthly searches, 60,000 searches. Results, 16 billion. Let's put it in quotes. Maybe that'll change something. So now when I put it into quotes, you have, doesn't tell me how many results there are. Maybe at the bottom it will. Still doesn't tell me, but either way, a lot of results and not a ton of searches compared to how many results. Let me try that for online marketing. In quotes, 71 million results in 7.4 seconds, 9,000 searches a month. Now let's go back to digital marketing. Still don't see it. Maybe if I go to the right. Nope. Either way, a lot of searches are not that many searches in comparison to how many people that have content around the word digital marketing. And again, I can't see the number in quotes, but without quotes, there's roughly 16 billion. You got that right, 16 billion. So how do you get traffic in today's world? Well, it really is all about the long tail. And I want to show you the Neil Patel blog so you can see, for example, how to read your website source code and why it's important. The keyword here, I'm going after not just website source code, I'm going after reading your website source code. So let's type in how to read website source code. And as you can see here, if you look at the searches, not a ton of searches. It'll load soon enough and you'll be able to see. But it's something. Better than nothing, 10. And then when you look at a term like source code, website source code, you got 480 searches. And if you go after website code, maybe that'll be a little bit better. You have 8,000 searches. In essence, though, I'm going after really, really long tail terms. Here's another one. How to use Facebook Creative Hub, right? I'm going after Facebook Creative Hub. And if you can see here, Facebook Creative Hub, only 2,400 searches. How to use thought leadership marketing with paid ads. I'm not just talking about thought leadership. I'm talking about thought leadership marketing with paid ads. How to make evergreen pay-per-click ads. I'm not talking about just pay-per-click ads. I'm going after the term evergreen pay-per-click ads. And the list goes on. And if you keep scrolling on the Neil Patel blog, you'll see this. The 8 most important conversion rate metrics you should be tracking. 25 marketing books you should be reading. This one's a little bit more generic marketing books. How to leverage testimonials in paid campaigns. And I'm just showing you how to use testimonials, not just in general, but in your paid advertising campaigns. And Google AdWords certified, right, or certification. Instagram story highlights on a brand account. I'm getting very specific with my content. And let's take this one as an example of Instagram story highlights. So here I'm on Ubersuggest. You can just go to Neil Patel. I'll actually go to neilpatel.com/Ubersuggest. And let's type in the keyword Instagram story highlights. Instagram story highlights. And I'm searching in English, United States. 3,600 searches per month. As you can see here, I'm getting very, very specific with my search queries. And you can see a lot of people have content on these keywords. In the middle, you can see keyword recommendations. And let's click on view all keyword ideas. And you can see that there's other things that I could end up talking about, which generates traffic as well, such as Instagram story highlight icons, Instagram story highlight covers. But I go over and I optimize for all these keywords. And what I want you to do is start looking for longer tail keywords. So for example, if I have something on, let's dive a little bit deeper, Photoshop, right? As you can see here, this article is on Photoshop classes. And let's go back to Ubersuggest and let's type in Photoshop classes. Instead of just optimizing for head terms, EX Photoshop classes, I want you to look for long tail terms. Photoshop classes online, Photoshop classes near me, Photoshop classes online for free, Photoshop classes for beginners. And there's other related, terms as well. But as you can see here, I'm going for long tail terms. So what I want you to do in Ubersuggest is type in keywords that you may be going after. If I type in Photoshop, because a lot of marketers need to deal with design tools and editing images for blog posts or social media, you can see that is Photoshop free, Photoshop online, download Photoshop, Photoshop remove background, Photoshop elements. I would start writing articles on all these detailed terms like how to resize images in Photoshop, how to remove your background using Photoshop. By doing this, you'll generate more traffic by optimizing for all the long tail terms. And it may not be something that is appealing and is what you want to do, but that's how you succeed in the world of SEO today, in which you need to write a lot of traffic or content around these long tail terms if you want tons and tons of traffic. And by doing it, I'll show you what ends up happening to your traffic. If you look here, this is the neilpatel.com Google Analytics. I'm going to end up showing you real-time stats. Let's click on real-time. Hopefully it loads soon. Got a lot of data. Let's go to global. And let's go to real-time. You can see here, 1,962 people on my website right then, right now, all because I'm writing all this long tail content. That's how you win in the game of SEO in today's world. So if you enjoyed this video, like it, share it, tell the people about it. If you need help with your marketing or SEO, you can check out my ad agency, Neil Patel Digital. And thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to this channel.